J-Drone here. This is the Mould King UFO with a slight light mod. Not that it needed it because the lights that are on it are very bright, but again, these are toys. I like experimenting, and as you can see, I have pulsating lights on the nose that go to the top half of the body and underneath it. And I'll try to get you some close-ups of this right in front of the head cam. And that is very cool. Again, the whole body on this lights up. This is really not necessary, but why not? The Mould King is a very fast quadcopter. You could purchase it for under $20. I think I got it for $17 and change. And it did come from a Chinese site, but it came from a US warehouse out of Los Angeles. And I got it here in about, I think, like 6 to 7 days. Not bad with free shipping. Look at those lights. It just makes this thing a little bit cooler. Again, it really didn't need the lights. This is a very good night flyer, but something like this, maybe for something that doesn't offer such a good night flight, which I'll start experimenting with that. I have one or two quadcopters that I would not fly at night just because they don't have good orientation lights. But starting to dabble into adding lights on these things, this might be the way to go for one or two of them. I don't think I would have the pulsating lights on it unless I had it strictly on half of the body. A steadier light would probably be better for orientation. But this is just for look factor here, cool factor. Because again, this needs no extra help on night flight orientation. This quadcopter generally gets anywhere from 5 to 6 minute flight time. The only drawback that I have with this quadcopter is the connection on the bottom. If you're not using the battery that came with it, the connection seems to be slightly loose. I mean, even if it's the same connector, I'm having a hard time finding a battery that fits exactly into that spot where it's not so loose. Like if I bounce this off the ground, the lights would probably shut off, or it'd probably want to rebind or something. I don't know why that is. Maybe they took the battery that came with this, which was lower than 500 mAh. I have a 500 mAh battery in there now, and made the terminal a little bit wider or a little bit smaller. I'm unsure. I haven't really looked into it. I'll continue to look into it. And our lights are flashing right now. We're only into a 3-minute flight. I don't buy that at all. Again, I think that's the wire. I think the connection is loose. It got loose and it did that, because I guarantee this thing will fly for at least another minute or two. I mean, low flight time at 5 minutes. That's not horrible, but it's not great. It's not that cold out here either, so. And I mean, there is a little bit added weight on this with those lights, but not much. Those lights don't weigh hardly anything. They're all of them are connected through a foil strip with extremely tiny wires. So we're still flying here. And again, normally when you get your flashing lights indicating battery, you're down probably within about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and we're still flying here. I attribute that to the connection. I would like to try one of my rubber tipped batteries, the ones that have the rubber on top of it, because maybe it'll fit in there nicely. But then I'd have to tape it externally, because you're only going to fit a small battery in this, or a thin, look at that, that's so cool, or a thin 500 mAh will slide right into it. But a normal 500 mAh like you would have in your Striker or your Quadrodrome Pro Cam, that will not fit in it. It's too wide. You need a thinner one. Yeah, this is definitely off the charts cool. Again, these are toy grade quadcopters. Play with them, have fun with them. Said it before, anybody can pick up a controller and fly these things. It does take a little bit of skill to fly them well, but if you do something like this, use your brain a little bit. I'm J-Drone. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'll start kicking out more videos very soon.